Well, hello, everybody. Welcome on back to a little bit of Long Dark today. We're getting back into our 50 days in every zone challenge. We are finishing up in our final zone in the old world, Broken Railroad. We're on day, what is it now? 578. We're approaching 600 days. It will be over 600 days by the time we leave Broken Railroad, because I believe we've been here now 8 or 9 days. We'll check when we get in game, but we currently are up here in the... Oh. Yeah, we are currently up here in the hunting lodge. A little overweight, but that's okay. That's all right. We's all good. Let's check our day. Let's check our day planner here. See where we're at. I need to plug my phone in. Hold on one second. My phone's gonna die. It didn't get charged last night for some reason. There we go. All right. All righty then. Yeah, let's check the day count here. So we're 578. We got 12 days. Wow, we actually have 12 days in Broken Railroad. I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm actually a wee bit shocked in that. So we have many things we need to do. We need to drag a whole bunch of stuff back down to the maintenance yard, because we're not going to live up here. We're going to do some stuff up here, but we aren't living up here long term. I do have a wolf that I still need to go out and find. So we're going to do that today. We've got some fresh meat cooked there. This is all cooked up meat, so we will eat some of that. I'm going to eat the bear meat first, personally, just because it'll fill me up more. Got a little bit of water. Now, one thing I do want to do is we do have potatoes now, so I want to gather up what we need to make the... Is it the stalker pie? No, not the stalker pie. The Brier... No, is it the Brier house pie? No. Yeah, it's the Brier house pie, right? Ptarmigan, the rabbit, the venison. Yeah. So we can make that up. And then I also would like to make the dock... We made the dock workers already. We haven't made the coastal fish cakes yet. We need that. So we're going to use our taters on that. Get our bow out. Snow's out, bow's out. I say we... Excuse you. Let's see if we can find a ptarmigan up here. There were ptarmigans up here the other day. I don't know if they've come back or not. Yep, there's ptarmigans up here again. Yep, we're gonna grab a couple ptarmigans. Hey, yes, I'm doing Long Dark later today, Jack, so that people who usually can't get in on it on the early side can do it now. Dang it, I missed. I forgot. There's not much drop on those. Really? Got him. All right, we got one. Jeez Louise, I can't hit a ptarmigan today. Can't hit a ptarmigan. But yes, Jack, we just got started today. There's another ptarmigan up here. I try to get him too.
I'm gonna have to leave something
Got
behind.
him. Okay. Oh, shushabai, you'll be fine. I just need those ptarmigans because we need the ptarmigan meat, we need deer meat, and we need rabbit meat. Tina, Finland, welcome in. How you doing? A good evening to Sweden. I hope you're having a good day.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
I bet it is. All right, we're gonna move down here, and we're gonna go find this other wolf. There's another timber wolf out here that has one of our arrows in him. I hear you guys like crazy. And you guys are all over the stuff that I already killed. That's a lot of crows over there. Oh, that's all the wolves I killed. I was like, why is there so many wolves over there? That's a lot of wolves. A lot of crows, but that's a lot of wolves for all them crows. Yeah, see, there's those crows way up in the distance. These crows here are for a deer. There's crows way in the distance there that I think are what we want. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Grab these mushrooms and these sticks while we're here. Oh, hello. Mushrooms, baby. Let's get them. Yum yums. Nope.
We might have to drop some gear.
We ain't dropping nothing, my friend. In fact, when we leave this joint, we're going to be loading up the travoy and taking it all the way back down. It's going good. We had a good time in the Fallout mod before we started streaming Long Dark. And it went quite well. We got our second Horde night under our belt, which was very, very fun and successful. There he is right there, yep. I thought so. I knew those crows were out of place. There's our other arrow, too, thank goodness. Okay, grab our arrow. Hello, give me my arrow. You stinky wolf. You stinky wolf, give me my freaking arrow. If I can get a rabbit up here, that'd be awesome. I hear, oh, there's a rabbit right there. There we go. Wow, look at all the sticks here. Holy stick explosion. They had a stick-gasm up here. Is there another deer up here, too? There is. There's another deer up here as well. I bet I could get a mag lens going. Had to get a doctor's appointment out of the way. Oh, I hear you there. Those darn doctor's appointments. I'm going to trundle on in here. Try to get a fire down in here if we can. All right. Cold, warm, cold. There we go. Okay. Can I get a Maglin's fire going? As long as you're in the exterior cold part of the cave. Yes, we can. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Let's go. As long as you're in the exterior part of the cave, which is where it's cold, you can start a fire like this with a mag lens if it's sunshiny out. If you're in the interior part of the cave where it's warmer, you're unable to do that. Like if we step over the boundary here and we try to make a fire again, 0% chance with the mag lens. So you have to be in that outer area to be able to do that. I'm going to keep my fur. I'm going to put the reclaimed wood on there. A bunch of my sticks on there. There we go. Got a little more wood here as well. Lovely, lovely. Let's sit by the fire and skin some rabbits, my friends. I'm going to use my hacksaw. My hacksaw, Jim Duggan. I remember hacksaw Jim Duggan. He was awesome. But it's good to see you, Cindy. Magic Jack, good to see you as well. BK, so nice to have you come by. Tina Finland, of course, it's great to have you in here. Jack Pistachio, I'm so glad you were able to catch the stream today. I appreciate all of you guys being here, really. I really, truly do. I'm very thankful for the beautiful... Hey, Anna's here as well. I'm doing good now, especially now that you're here, Anna. We're doing even better. Yeah, there's a lot of saplings on the way back. We actually will not be going back that direction, which is the funny part. We're not even going to go back that way. we're gonna kind of chill. I am going to put down our pot and our pan. I am going to go that way eventually, but I want to get the stuff from the hunting lodge down to the, I have to use the travoy to get stuff down there at this point. So I'm going to be making a very, I'm going to be making a long trip down. Jackson Jim Duggan. Hoo! Hoo! Let's go ahead and get some tea made up here. Let's get a couple teas. But yeah, we're gonna be making a couple trips up here. It's not like we don't have the time, right? Where's my tea at? Oh, there it is. Get warmed up from that. Take you off of there. There we go. That's going to be 10 minutes till ready. Make a little more water here. There we go. Go outside. Get Mr. Deer all hacked up here. 5 minutes with that. 26 minutes with that. 40 minutes. Perfect. The cougar knife. Okay, I'm going to admit it. I was wrong about the cougar knife. The cougar knife is really nice for harvesting animals up. Wow, look at that. We aren't even losing any cold. It's really, really super nice for harvesting animals up. It does a great job. It does a fabulous job. It's the greatest ever. A lot of people said the cougar was undefeatable. I said it too.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
We'll drink that down again. There we go. We're at 57 kilos right now. You know what we could do? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Rabbit pie. Venison pie. I say we just make a rabbit pie. There we go. Oh god, is the fire... Wait. Is the fire gonna go out? It was gonna go out. I'm glad I stopped. We're gonna put some more sticks on there. There we go. I forgot how long it takes to prep this stuff. That's annoying. There we go. Get some rabbit pies. Eat a rabbit pie down. That will get us enough carry weight. Yep. No problem at all now. No problem at all. You know what? In fact, we can even take down a cedar limb. We can even take a cedar limb down. There we go. We still have enough. Yeah, we can still carry it. Nice. We might need to eat another rabbit pie, though, I think. No, unburden lasts for 3 hours. I forgot about that. It's a 3-hour buff. For some reason, I was thinking it was an hour buff, but that's the warm-up buff. The warm-up buff is only an hour. Hey, don't know what I'm doing. How you doing? How's it going? I'm boycotting use the improvised knife. I mean, if it's all you got, the improvised knife is good. But if you can, you know... Oh, you're talking about they need to make a cougar hatchet. Oh, I see. The hatchet, I got it. Okay. You know, improvised cougar knife is nice to have. I think I still have my other hatchet knife on me, don't I? No, I left him downstairs. I left him down there. Okay, that's good. Liked and shared. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate that very much. And by the way, like YouTube just said, if you are having a great time, or even if you aren't having a great time, don't forget to hit that like or dislike button. You know, if you want to catch our future streams here on YouTube, whether you're enjoying Long Dark, 7 Days to Die, Star Rupture, Escape the Pacific, and we're going to play some more Mugenics again here soon. Any of those games that you're enjoying, we're going to play Last Caretaker here pretty soon as well. If you're enjoying any of that stuff, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube side. Ring the bell for notifications. I know that kind of gets annoying, though, after a while. But, hey, it's kind of cool. But, hey, even if you sub and you don't hit the bell, that really helps the channel out a lot. We're approaching 7,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I'd love to get 7,000 by mid-year. That would be great. We don't get a lot of subscribers, but hey, you know, those that we have, we love you all. All right, let's get back here. We've got everything we need. Everything we need to make a Brier House pie now. We got the ptarmigan sitting back here at the house. We got rabbit. We got deer. We got water. We got flour, cooking oil. It's a very meaty pie. Let's just put it that way. Very meaty.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Dr. Shanks, a lot. Thanks, man. Dead Pet, thank you for subbing for 5 months in a row. I appreciate that very much. You love pie? I love pie, too.
I love pie.
I love pie as well. Pie is so good. Let's go ahead and drop you. Oh, let's drop a few things here first. Let's move you in front of the fireplace. And then I'm going to drop down the deer hide and the 2 rabbit hides. I guess I can put the bow away. I don't need the bow out in here, thank you. Drop the maple. Drop the 4 guts. There we go. 3.145.159. Alrighty. And now we should have what we need to make a Brier house pie. Let's go ahead and get the ptarmigans harvested first, though, before we do any of that. Because we're warm now, so let's just get these guys harvested up. We can do it with our hands because it looks like we have plenty of meat to do it. There we go. We won't use the tools because the tools, now that it's going to get dark, we won't be able to use those any longer. We are going to be hungry, aren't we?
This bag is getting too heavy to carry.
I'm going to eat some cattails, because why not? I have several things I want to cook on the stove. We found some maple syrup here, which was awesome. I'm so happy we found maple syrup here. I do believe carrots have vitamin C in them too, don't they? Yeah, they have minor vitamin C. These do not, but we're saving the taters. We're saving the taters for laters. All right, let's get the other ptarmigan harvested up too. Got 2 birds with several arrows. 2 birds, 5 arrows, or whatever it was. It's getting very dark in here, but that's okay. We're gonna do a little cooking.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
No, you aren't. Liar. I am gonna use a torch because why not? I don't need a torch. I don't need to light a fire with a torch, but we might as well. My torch dipped down to the floor, and my instant thought was, "Oh God, I'm gonna burn the place down," because I've been playing 7 Days to Die, where you can burn stuff down. I was like, "Oh God, we're gonna burn the place down," because I hit the floor with the torch. No. That doesn't happen in Long Dark. It happens in 7 Days to Die, but not in Long Dark.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
I know. We'll get you some water. Don't worry about it, buddy. There you go. Have some water, my friend. Yum, yum. There you are. Okay, let's get a Brier house pie made. We'll make 2 of them, as a matter of fact. I think we'll make 2. And then I'm also gonna get a little bit of water going here. I should have done that first. 44 minutes for that to be done. I'm curious how long it takes to prepare. So that was at 44 minutes. Let's see what we have left on it now. 23. So it takes about 22 minutes to prepare it. All right. This Brier house pie will give us a couple thousand calories. It also gives us a fatigue, relieves us from fatigue, takes our cabin fever down a little bit, and it also gives us max condition. So we'll eat it. Why not? Yum, yum. Left us a little bit left over. See, we actually, look at that. We actually have 4, oh, what's that, gorge? You feel weighed down after eating a meal. I have never got that before. What does that do to me? What does this do to me? I have no idea what that does. I have no idea what that even does. That is wild. What does that do? Let's make a broth. I don't know. Again, I should put water in these first. I have no idea what that does. That is wild. That's some wild stuff right there. Lowers your carry weight. Did it lower my carry weight? No, I still have the plus 15. Yeah, I don't know what the gorge thing does. Maximum stamina is 15% less for an hour. Oh. Oh, so that's gonna go away here soon. I'm just curious. Oh, I didn't notice anything. Huh. Very interesting.
I think I need to lay down.
Let's put a little more water in here. Let's put some meat in here. Put some gamey ptarmigan in there. Let's cook a little, we could make rabbit stew. I like the idea of some rabbit stew. That sounds good. Some rabbit stew sounds delicious. Get some cooked ptarmigan out. I've never ever had gorged. I've never been gorged before. Oh, is that what the max stamina does? Oh, that's the max stamina thing. Okay, so that's what kind of threw me there. 1 hour 4 minutes till that's ready. Really? Okay, well we have plenty of time. Oh, you know what else we wanted to make? Where are they? Where are they? Wait a second. I've got the syrup. What do I? Oh, you know what we need to do? I need to smash those down to make the Lily's pancakes because we need acorns. Okay, so that's the maximum stamina penalty. I was just so confused what was going on there. That was so confusing. All right, put you in. Let's make a little pancakes for the morning because we have plenty of syrup. It only takes 0.05, I think, per pancake to make pancakes. I'm gonna pick both these up. I'm gonna leave the one that's not in good shape. What's the condition on these? We got 85 and 85. Yeah, I've never seen that penalty before, and it doesn't say. It says gorged, but it doesn't really say what it's from. But when you look at the Brier House pie, it does have that negative stamina effect on it. So it does sort of explicitly say. See, it explicitly has that, and when you eat it, you'll notice we get that gorge. Whoa, and it just went away. Boom. And it also gives us a nourish. So we're sustained, but we're also gorged at the same time. So it sort of does two things. Hey Janet, how you doing? Hello, hello. It's the meat sweats, exactly. It is the meat sweats. Okay, let's go ahead and take one more torch. There we go. Walk over here. I have a feeling we're gonna step outside and our torch is gonna go poof.
Too much stuff to carry.
Oh, it didn't go poof right away. Okay, good. I want to drop the Brier House pie out here. I'll drop my broth, my pancakes, my that, a couple of these rabbit pies. Drop my meats over here. My meat sweats. I have not found any salt. That's one thing that's weird. I thought I should look for a salt in here. I should find a salt in this place. It's odd that I have not. Let's just put it that way. I just want to get all my food up on the shelf here. There we go. Get some pancakes up here too. Look at all that. Look at all that yummy food. They say the long dark you have no food. Look at all that food we got, boys and girls. That's a lot of food. Usually there's a salt somewhere in here too, and I don't see a salt anywhere. What the heck is wrong with that chair? Yeah, I heard the ptarmigans too. Yeah, I don't see any salt. That makes me sad.
I need to drop something.
Although I do have 10 kilos of salt right there. So I guess I'm really not that desperate for salt. I got 10 kilos of it sitting there. We're gonna make a meat curing box, baby. Oh yeah. All right, let's get some rest. Is there anything I need to do while we're resting before we go to sleep? Any maintenance that needs to be done? Okay, I can tear that torch apart. It's a long dark buffet. It is. It was. It is a long dark buffet. I don't need those. I can drop those. All right, let's get our drink, and then we'll go to sleep. Get our drink, and we're going to. Oh, I don't want the planks. I want my bed. There we go.
I'm so tired.
I know you are, buddy. Guess what? You're gonna sleep most of the day. You're gonna sleep most of the day. Oh. Alrighty. 579 days, boys and girls.
Need a drink.
Ooh, I like that clock, too. I think I want that.
It's starting to weigh me down.
I can only destroy the clock? Dang it. I do need to take some curtains, though. Yeah, I need to take these curtains and get some cloths so we can repair clothing and stuff. You can take the baby crib? Oh, we can? Oh, that would be nice. Okay. Oh, that's 5 kilos. Okay, let's I was wondering what's weighing me down so much. All right, we'll put those down there. Can we really? And we can take the wooden rocking horse. Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to do that. There used to sometimes be loot behind this over here. Sometimes there would be there'd be a pair of underwear behind that bed, but not anymore. They did away with that. Is it in the final room here? Where's the rocking horse at? I don't see a rocking horse anywhere. I don't see a baby crib. Unless I'm just blind. Or are they down? Not here. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't remember seeing those. In Milton. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, in Milton you can do that. Okay, what's the weather looking like outside? It sounds bad. It just sounds bad.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, it's bad. Well, you know what? We're gonna eat some. We're gonna eat some rabbit stew. And then wash it down with a little broth. That's not nice. I don't like that outside right now. That's very mean. That's very mean to me. Rabbit is actually really good. I quite like rabbit. Krontar, 53 months. Thank you, Krontar, for the 53-month resub there. Appreciate that very much. So we're gonna do a little trick here. We're gonna go seed some stuff out here. Trying to get this stuff out in a regular. We need to put all this stuff in our travois. To get it out here into the travois is gonna be a real pain in the butt. So what we're gonna do
This gear is slowing me down.
is we're gonna use this trunk, and we're gonna store stuff in it. Like the salt. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna start front loading to get the stuff out of here later on. I will leave some water here, I think. More than anything, just to. Why is everything in here askew? Why are you askew? You should be straight. Why are you askew? You should not be askew. One of your favorite locations along dark. I like it too. It's just there's not much to do up here if the moose isn't up here. Oh, we gotta take the rug. Sorry, we just have to take the rug. It's a bear skin rug, okay? It's a bear rug. How can I pass it up? Once lived here for 231 days. 231 days? Why would you do such a? Why are you that just pathologically crazy? That is just absolutely nutty sauce.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
You'll carry it as long as you need to, my friend. That's just how you roll. That's how you roll, my friend. Now the mill flour we cannot put in a vehicle. That will go poof. So we're gonna leave that right there. I can leave some sticks here for sure. And some reclaimed wood here. I'm gonna take all the cedar and fir with me because we'll need that. Because I believe, let's see. So we need to make a carpentry table first. So the carpentry table, or the furniture workbench takes 10 cedar. So that's gonna be easy to get. That's not gonna be that bad. And then I've not found a framed hockey. I've not found a hockey jersey. And then meat curing box takes 10 fur. We got 4 on us. We need salt as well. And we got the salt out there already. So we're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Now I could. Ooh, here's an idea. While we're just waiting here, I did sort of want to do this. Is there a small table in here? That's 3 hours for 8. What time of day is it? We don't have 3 hours. How about the metal frame? It's 3 hours for 8 still. Is there anything smaller? How about this one? 2 hours 50. Really? You're not going to give me any smaller stuff. Okay, we'll try this. We'll try you. It's probably going to get dark on us, but that's okay. Oh, nope, it didn't get too dark. Didn't get dark yet. What do I need for a fish tip-up? I need sticks. Of course. And of course I left my lantern somewhere. I think I left my lantern up at the, at the maintenance yard. So I was like, I don't need my lantern where I'm going. Of course I do. Of course I don't. We're just gonna go upstairs, get some rest. I'm not doing too bad, Stu. We had a good stream of 7 Days to Die this morning. It went very well. We got through our second horde night, which I was super excited about. And then we've done enough quests for the trader to start getting on to Jen's quest. But we now need to go and we need to set up in the new zone. We'll need to set up in the new zone, and that's going to be hard when all we have is a bicycle. So I'm kind of trying to get a motorcycle figured out, but for that we need to get some spark plugs to make a kit. Then we can make another kit. Then we can make another kit to get the motorcycle fixed, and we need to find a motorcycle chain, which I don't know where we're going to find that. Maybe we can get that from the trader. I don't know. But other than that, it's going good. It's going good. Because I would like to get over and move over to the burnt forest, but we aren't really in a position to. I mean, we got super lucky, and the trader gave us a bicycle repair thing, or a bicycle repair package. And so we were able to go get a bicycle. We were able to find a broken bicycle and fix it, which really, 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 really helped out. I don't have any food on me, do I? Found out yesterday my game deleted a metal shelf where I stored my cured meat. 35 pieces of meat gone. Oh gosh, that sucks. I've heard of those in game before. Oh, we aren't tired enough to rest. Okay, cool. Well, let's just pass some time till it gets light out. Pass time for 2 hours. Then we'll be able to sleep for an hour. That sucks. Yeah, the Long Dark unfortunately has some of those glitches in it. It's not pretty. It does have some of those glitches in it, unfortunately. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna go out here and eat my Brier House pie. Then we're gonna make a couple fish tip-ups.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
There you aren't. Brier House pie is going down, baby. Yum, 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 yum. There we go. Some water going in. Well, that kind of sucks, though. Don't know what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna use our crappiest fishing hooks, because I'm gonna take our good fishing hooks and throw them. Oh, we'll use those two there. We'll use one crappy one and one good one. That way we'll have a couple fish tip-ups. That way we can do a little bit of fishing up there and actually catch, actually have some fish that we can catch. All right, there we go. And then let's grab our fishing tackle out, because that's how we're repairing stuff. And that used a little bit of time up, so it's a little bit lighter out now. Okay, I'm gonna take the old bedroll down with us. The rest of the stuff I'm just gonna leave here. I will take the guts and the hides and the maple down with us too. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna take my broth, my pancakes, and my rabbit pies. I'll leave everything else here. I'm gonna put the meat, the fat here as well. Okay.
Too heavy.
I know. We're gonna put out. Thought I heard something. Kind of freaked me out there a little bit. Actually, we can put everything from there. into that. And then we can put, I am going to put a couple bottles of that in there. We're also going to put our salt in there. We're going to also put the deer head, the rug, and that in there. And that puts us below weight. And then we can just pick this up and walk our way out of here. Did the wolves already respawn up here? No way. No way. I don't see him. I think that maybe that's down below. That might be down below. Gotta listen for him now. Now, if we go up by the cave over there, we can take a big long way around. But we're going to take the short way because I want to get back to the maintenance yard as quick as we can with the stuff that we got. And then we can drop it off and we'll come back up here. We're just going to be going back and forth from this place for a while today. I mean, we got 20-plus days to still spend in this zone. 30-plus days, really, to spend in this zone. So we don't have... It's not like we have anything we have to do. We have things we want to do. And I want to get a workbench made. I want to get a curing box made. I want to get some meat cured. Now, I'm not sure if the travois will go through the gate. We may need to unload it and then reload it on the other side. The only thing about the travois is it has to have a certain amount of space to get through. Am I Canadian? Evan Bear, I am not Canadian, but I live close to Canada. I'm down here in Oregon.
So cold.
Although some Canadians do claim me these days, so. But I'm not actually Canadian now. Open up Mr. Gate. I do have 5 trees that were planted in my honor by Hinterland up in Canada. So Hinterland had 5 trees planted for me up there. So I have 5. I'm kind of Canadian because I have 5 trees in Canada. So that's about my only Canadian claim to fame. Okay, come on, get through. Yes, we made it through. Okay, we got to check out the lake. Is there wolves out here? I don't see any. Is there a moose? I know the moose is around here somewhere. Let's skate down to the lakeside here real quick. Is there another cat? Did I miss a cat? I missed one cattail out here. I missed the cattail. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hoping you can absorb some knowledge and suck at the game. Well, I have almost 7,500 hours in the game. So I do pretty good in it these days. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, if you're struggling with something, feel free to ask. I don't know everything, but I know a lot of good tips and tricks on how to survive for a while. I mean, this file right now, we are 580 days in on Interloper, and we're not doing too bad. So, if you got any questions, Evan Bear, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer. I always say there's no such thing as this dumb question, but I may have a really dumb answer for you. I'm hoping we avoid any wolfies here. Oh, I hit the stump. I'm not gonna risk the front door.
getting kind of heavy.
I don't want to take the salt. Actually, no, we need to take it all. Nope, hold on. We need to get a little closer. Otherwise, the travois will go into a pickup box somewhere along the line. There we go. Nice. Did you miss anything good? Not really. I usually struggle with transition from scavenging to become self-sufficient, and the wildlife does me in on a regular basis. That is something we all struggle with. The thing is, you will eventually run out of stuff in the game to loot and do that sort of stuff with. So you do really have to start looking around. You have to start figuring out how to use bow and arrow. You have to figure out how to use your guns. I would recommend the bow and arrow. I personally think the bow and arrow is, without a doubt, the GOAT in the game. Oh, that thing dropped again. That thing dropped again.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
That sucks. That thing's just gonna keep dropping, ain't it? That thing's just gonna keep dropping. But yeah, you want to get comfortable with the weapons because you're gonna use the weapons a lot. And I highly recommend the bow because the bow is by far the best weapon in the game. Mainly because the ammo is reusable to an extent. You do need to find more birch, but that's always there, and you can always make more arrowheads with just metal. The gun ammo, you have to go to specific places to make. There's only 2, and they're always they're tougher zones to get into, to be honest. So I would definitely recommend learning how to use the bow as quickly as you possibly can. But it takes a lot of time. There's not a quick, easy tutorial or anything on how to use the bow, because the way to use the bow is it's kind of one of those things that's just kind of intuitive to you after a while, and you just have to use it a lot to understand how the bow works, how the arrow drop works, and that sort of stuff. Cured hide. That's still fresh. Let's put the maple down over here. And then we'll throw our hides in here. Throw some of our cloth in there. I do have my acorn. Oh, you know what we need to do? We have our acorn grounds. I need to grind. We have acorns. I need to grind them up, baby. We need to make acorn grounds. There we go. But yeah, the weapons are probably the trickiest part of the game for everybody. The guns are the easiest to use, but they're the least reliable, and they're in some ways the hardest to shoot. In other ways they aren't, but in some ways they are the hardest ones to shoot. I would highly recommend getting comfortable with the rifle, or with the bow and arrow. It in my opinion is just way better. Way better control, way better chance of hitting stuff, way better chance of not dying with it. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cedar. How much cedar do we have now? We've got 7 cedar and 6 fir. The bow is probably the hardest one to learn, though. I mean, no doubt the bow is the toughest, but it is, like I said, it's the most reliable as far as reusable ammunition, being able to pick off animals, and the other thing is you can easily pick up animals at a far distance. Like you can go and find a herd of 3 or 4 deer, and if you're quiet enough with the bow, you can stealthily kill them all, and none of them will run away. So you can get 3 or 4 deer just boom, 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 just one right after the other. It's not impossible at all to do. Because the bow makes no noise. There's no you know, booming gunshot or anything like that. Get those put up there. Yeah, I'm not really hungry right now. I'm gonna drop the taters here. Actually, what did I need? What? I need is it a trout? To make the dock workers pie. No, I made the dock workers pie. I want to make the coastal fish cakes. Yeah, I need rainbow trout. I won't find rainbow trout here in this zone. I don't think so. I think rainbow trout I'll find in I think I'll find that in a future zone. So we'll just leave that here. But yeah, becoming self-sufficient is a huge part of the game. And it's something you'll have to practice a lot. It'll take a lot of trial and error. There's no like easy quick fix for it or anything. There's nothing you can just do to, you know, magically overcome it. That's part of the beauty of this game, is that none of it is quick. None of it is like, oh, I've got that down now, I can just do this and I'm set. It just doesn't work like that. A lot of games you can just kind of power through, and you'll eventually just be able to basically not bowl your way through, but you know what I'm saying. You'll basically be able to power your way through the game and get to where you want to be. And there's nothing that can stop you after a certain amount of time, because you just have so much. You have so much gear, so much power and stuff, and this game never gives you that opportunity. You are always fighting for your life in this game, which I really like. I need the tools. I need my tools. I just want to repair my hacksaw. Yeah, I have not much experience with the bow. I'll prioritize that in my next runs. I definitely struggle with it. Distinctly remember missing my shot and subsequently getting eaten. Yeah, the bow, the best thing to do with the bow, if you want to get practice with the bow, is and especially nowadays, if you want to get practice with the bow, get to a fire with some sticks and some feathers and make yourself a whole bunch of fire-hardened arrows. They don't cost you very much, just some sticks and feathers to make them. And then go hunt rabbits and ptarmigans. Because my philosophy is if you can hit a ptarmigan or you can hit a rabbit, you can probably hit a moose or a bear or a deer, because they're all majorly bigger than the rabbits are.
Drop any of this gear.
So if you can hunt those first and kind of get your skill up by hunting those, you can definitely hunt the larger animals and have a little bit easier time doing it. Yeah, I don't have a lot of salt left, do I? Oh my god, there's the moose. Where is he? I heard him. I heard him. Still use fire-hardened arrows on small prey. Is that the moose? There's the moose. Is that him? I think he's right. Yeah, he's right there. He's right over the ridge there. Should we hunt the moose? I think we're gonna hunt the moose. I think we're gonna do it. This may not be the brightest idea I've ever had. Do I have any fuel on me? I have no fuel on me. Hold on a second. I need to grab some fuel first. We're gonna have to take the moose down one way or the other, because if we take that back path from the broken rail from the hunting lodge, we're gonna need it open.
I need to drop something.
Get a book to start the fire with. What are we at? 48 kilos. I can drink that. I don't have a lot of water on me, so we're good there. Fish tip up. Oh, I can drop the heavy hammer here. I don't need that on me. I use that to make the Okay, that got all moved around. That sucks. I'm just gonna put the powder in there. I'm not gonna use it probably. Yeah, we got the hammer on us. We got our travois. We got a couple of fish tip-ups. I'm gonna leave the fish tip-ups in here too. I'm just gonna put those in this drawer. They're 0.3 kilos each. I just don't need them on me right now. All that stuff is good. Oh, that's what I have on me. Okay, hold on a second. I was like, what's weighing me down? I got this deer head on me. I got a rug on me. And I got a skull on me. There we go. All right, that's better. The moose has got to go. The moose has got to go. He's got to go. I think I can get up on these rocks and snipe them from there. Generally, you want to snipe the moose from somewhere you can kind of jump off of if he gets frisky. Finally convinced a buddy of mine to try Long Dark after all these years. Now, I have the ability to crouch and fire with my bow because I have archery 5. Before that, you have to stand and do it. It's a lot easier to hunt him when you don't have to. Oh, yeah, he's right there. Oh, yeah, we can just jump down here. Oh, he's right. He's literally right there. Okay, he ran all the way over there. That sucks. Well, I was trying to get a shot off on him here, but we couldn't do it because he was being a butt. Should we just risk it? Risk it for the biscuit? Actually, can I get up on this tree? No, I cannot. I don't know if that hit or not. I don't think it did. Is he going? He's going in the yard? Oh, really? He went in the yard. And then he came back out. Did that even hit him? No, it did not. It went right by him. All right, here we go. You finally convinced a buddy, though, to try Long Dark. I hope he enjoys it. It's fun. I think he's back. I think he's back to position 1. He's like right on the other side of these rocks here. Shh. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting mooses. We're hunting mooses. We're just gonna creep up to the top of the hill here, peek our head over, take a little shot. He's just like right in front of us here. Got him. Headshot, baby. Let's go. Let's go. The moose is ours. The moose is ours. And we're gonna carcass harvest them right now. We're gonna quarter them because we got warm temperatures. We've got warm temperatures, baby. Let's go. Let's drop that travois. Oh yeah. Oh, the dance. Yes, we got a little dance. Moose do not ever bleed out, no. Moose never bleed out. You can shoot a moose 100 times and he'll never die. You have to kill him in one shot. We didn't lighten our load enough. All right, let's go. Yeah, they need like a moose blanket or moose bedroll. A moose bedroll would be awesome. I would love a moose bedroll. So toasty and tough, yeah. It's very itchy, though. Yeah, the moose bedroll is very warm, but it's very itchy. It's a very itchy kind of bedroll. Acres and acres of moose meat, I know. That was a 45-kilo moose, by the way. 45. That's a huge moose. Huge. I just hope I don't get ganked by a wolf going around this corner here.
I can't carry this any further.
Drop the hide in here. The hide can actually cure in here, so we'll just drop that there. Grab a piece of cooked venison. Yum, yum. That's not got very much on the bone. Let's grab a piece of bear meat. We are going to get episode 5 this month, yes. And we'll eat a cold rabbit pie as well. That'll give us a little extra carry weight. Drop that cold rabbit pie there. In fact, I'm going to drop this extra big bag of flour. There we go. All right, let's go get the other pieces. What day are we on in this zone? And if you move on, do you leave everything behind? So here's the rules. We spend 50 days in a zone. When the 50 days are up, we go to an adjacent zone we haven't been to yet and spend 50 days there. Unless, of course, there's no adjacent zones and we go through a zone to get to a zone. But when we leave a zone, we can only take with us what we can carry. And it can only go up to our maximum unencumbered carry weight. So right now we can do 45 kilos because we have the well-fed, we got the backpack, and we have the moose hide satchel. Now we can't use any products or any sort of food to enhance that carry any higher. It has to be a permanent carry feature, and for me, well-fed is a permanent carry feature because I never lose it once I have it. But we can't, like, load up the travois and take everything with us. But that's sort of the rules. We don't leave everything behind, but we can't take a whole lot of stuff with us. We have to pick and choose what things we want to take with us. So we got to pick and choose the tools we take, the clothing we're wearing, the different things that we're going to take with us for weapons and that sort of stuff from zone to zone. So we sort of have to think ahead to, well, what is this next zone is going to provide for us? And what is it not going to provide for us? Because some zones, like Hush River Valley, we took extra cloth because there's no cloth in Hush River Valley other than the items you take, other than the items you find in there. And there's a few clothing items you find in Hush River Valley, but not a whole lot.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh boy, look at all that moose meat just sitting out there waiting for us, boys and girls. That is a beautiful, beautiful sight. I'm just gonna take this inside and get it curing. Oh, that's a beautiful sight out there. Makes my heart just tingle. It gets me a little tingly. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. This table's got to go. This table's got to go. It's got to go for sure. Okay, I'm gonna put you there. We're gonna try something a little different here. Put the bucket up there. Put this drawer up there. Now, will you cooperate, counter? I'm just gonna move this other counter in here and see if it'll cooperate with us. There we go. Will you cooperate, Mr. Counter? I hope you do. I hope you do. What a pain in the ass. Thorn in my side. Get a little moose hide rug to welcome us into our home. We're gonna drop some guts here. There we go. Get a few more guts underneath there. We got some cured guts under there already, but that's okay. Okay, so we need to go out and harvest that moose meat up. That's what we need to do. I'll need some water though. Zone of contamination is easy to plan for on Loper. Take food and lots of it. Exactly. We'll hopefully there's a bear. See, my plan, Kenneth, is there's a bear. They will never fix the falling through the floor bug. No, they never will. There's a bear that spawns right there by the entrance for zone of contamination from Forsaken Airfield. So I want to kill him, drag him through, and get him ready to go. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know you can carry tons more, my friend. You are just being a little baby. So I'm gonna use my hacksaw because I don't want to wear my rest of my tools down very much. Now I'm curious, where did I leave my hatchet, my knife, my backup tools? Did I leave those? I left those down here, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I want to go check inside because I can't remember now.
Time to look for shelter.
I can't remember. Hey, Janet, how you doing? Welcome back. Where did I leave my lantern? Okay, now I'm just confused about what I did here. Didn't leave it in there. Now I'm just baffled. I didn't leave it over here, did I? Nope.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay, now I'm concerned. Did I leave them out in the cave? Maybe I did. I didn't leave them in these drawers, did I? No. This table seems to be staying, which is good. Okay, I'm not sure where I left those. I'm not sure where I left them. Maybe I did put him up in the Hunter's Lodge and just left him up there for right now. I need to go out and check the cave. Very curious. What time is it? We're a little hungry. We'll use our radar vision to get out. Well, especially since that's my lantern that has all my, that's my good lantern. Didn't leave it out here, did I? No. I'm gonna eat the Brier House pie. We'll have our Lily's pancakes for breakfast. Or those are just regular pancakes. Regular pancakes for breakfast. Get a little moose meat in us. There's a wolf out there now.
Too heavy.
One down. Two down. Three down. There we go. Very good. There we go. And a sleeper wolf. Yeah, there was a sleeper agent out there. There was a sleeper agent out there. We just had to be careful. Okay, I need to harvest all this up before we go and try to find our... We need to find our lantern. So we're missing our lantern, our extra knife, our extra hatchet. I had some metal on me as well. I think I might have left it all in the cave before we went up to the... Before we went up to the hunting lodge. I think I just left him in the cave. I hope I left him in the cave. Bedroll was a big issue back in the day. A lot of people died because they forgot it. Yeah.
Looks like I survived another night.
These are huge bags of meat. These things are, these are like 5 kilos apiece. He was a 45 kilo moose. That is humongous. That is humongous. You know, a game I just saw that, gosh, who was the guy who played it? There was a guy who played on YouTube. I'll have to give him a shout out. Hold on a second. I need to find what it was. There's a game I'm gonna play when it comes out mid-March here. It looked really fun. It's one of those simulator games, which I know is not for everybody. But it was a video store simulator. Let's see there was a guy who did a Oh, Game Edge. Yeah, Game Edge did a video on it. He got early access to it, so it was pretty awesome. I'll link you the video. Go check it out and give Game Edge a sub. He's a great guy. He does a lot of cool videos, a lot of good stuff. But yeah, go give Game Edge a sub. I'll give you his channel here as well. But there, I just linked the video. And yeah, Retro Rewind. Yeah, I watched that earlier and I was like, oh my god, that looks so fun. I was like, oh my god, that looks so fun. So yeah, I think I might try that one when it comes out. Oh, we're really heavy now. I'm so excited for that game, honestly. I cannot wait for release. I feel like you could probably get into early access if you wanted to. The devs seem to give out EA keys to all kind of YouTubers. Yeah, I probably could. I can't guarantee him I'll have time to play it a lot or anything, though. So I haven't approached it. I put it on my wish list, and you know, I don't know if on Steam there's a thing where you can ask for early access to it or not. If I got early access, that'd be kind of cool. But you know, I'm not. It's not that big of a deal with me one way or another. Yeah, the Retro Rewind. Oh, you can play the demo? Wait a second. We could do the demo to it right now? Oh, there's a demo available. What? I want to play the demo. I want to play the demo. I didn't know there was a demo available. Oh, man. Yeah, I played House Flipper. I kind of got bored of House Flipper after a while. It just got repetitious. I like the look of the video one because it actually has like an actual tree of things that you're gonna unlock as you go along, different movies, different things that will come about, different events in it and stuff like that. That's what kind of made me go, oh, that looks kind of neat. The demo's been out for a while. I haven't even played the demo. I should play the demo. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to play the demo. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a demo out for it. That's how out of it I am. Yeah, so they're releasing it on March 17th, so 11 days from now. 11 days from now. All right, we're all empty now of food. We have no more stuff on us. Let's eat down a little. Oh, that meat's not got much on it. That's not got much meat on the bone. Let's eat some meat. There we go. Bought House Flipper for the Pets DLC, but then it required me to like do non-pet related stuff first. So I was see the House Flipper one. I played that for a little bit. I just got kind of bored of the repetition. It's like, okay, it's kind of cool, but to me it just kind of aged quickly. I was bored after like 20 hours in House Flipper or so. I think let's see, how many hours did I play House Flipper? I played House Flipper for 30 hours. So I mean, I got a good 30 hours out of it, but after that I was just kind of like, okay, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of ready to move on. House Flipper 2 is a lot better than 1 was. I bought DLC of Scooby-Doo thing. There you go. Get the Scooby-Doo going on. Raggy. Okay, let's go check out here in the cave. I'm almost positive I left my stuff out here. If I didn't, I'm gonna need to go back on the video and see where I left my stuff. I'm gonna have to. But yeah, that one I'm definitely looking forward to trying out the video game one. I might actually. We got dinner here in a little while, but so I'll show you here. So I was gonna say here's a wolf out on the ice. I was gonna attempt to kill a wolf on the ice, but no, never mind. I didn't bring my fish tip ups either, which makes me sad. So the best thing to do if a wolf is hunting you like this and you have a bow is you want to back up from him, and you see how he's just kind of slowly following me? I want to draw my bow and get him to charge. Because then he'll usually come straight at me like that. And you can just shoot him in the face. That's how you have to do it. No, Neil, we got another, like, 2 hours. Got another 2 hours. I've been playing Long Dark. I did Long Dark on the late side today. We did 7 Days to Die early and Long Dark late. Okay, now I'm really confused. Where did I leave my hatchet, my knife that I made? Where did I leave my lantern? Now I'm super confused. I guess we go back up. But yeah, the thing is, those wolves, they've gotten a little smarter, and they will do a little zigzag. The thing you want to do, though, is you want to put yourself in an area that has nothing for their hitboxes to bounce off of, so they don't, like, zigzag around at the end. And then you want to draw your bow, just draw it a little bit, and that'll force them to charge you. And I found that if you wait for them to charge themselves, they'll do a little dippy dive around. After they start charging you on themselves. You want to force them to charge you from a long ways away. That gives them a good long time to figure out the straightest path to you. So that's what you want, is you want them going on that straight path to you. It's the wolves that usually get you. Bears, I feel I can avoid well enough. Well, and bears are also afraid of fire again. So fire will scare them away. That, well, won't scare them away, but if you build a fire, if you have a fire built, it has to be built. You can't be making it while the bear charges you. But if you have a fire built already and you stand behind it, the bear will come up and just stop. And then you can shoot him in the face. So you can do that. You can cheese the bear again if you want to. Now, moose used to be afraid of fire. They aren't any longer. There's nothing that stops the moose. Bears used to not be afraid of fire either. They are now. It's very weird. It's like they changed spots. Like one line of code got switched or something. There, ptarmigan's up there. I'm not gonna go get him though. I don't need any more ptarmigans. I do have that deer out there still. I could get him if I wanted to. Oh, there's some more acorns over here, too. Didn't even think about that. There's probably acorns around this tree. Might as well grab them while I'm here. But Legend Game Breakers, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good one. Hope things are going well for you. I don't know where I put my knife, my hatchet, my... I'm totally bemused and befuddled. Oh, did I put him in there? Thank God. Okay, yeah, let's move everything into our inventory.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Oh my God, I was just freaking out. I was like, my first thought is they just fell through the floor. My first thought is they fell through the floor like that table did. I was like, oh God, did my knife and hatchet and stuff fall through the floor? That would suck so bad. So that's my backup knife, my backup hatchet, my lantern. I grabbed some, I have some extra torches there. I did grab some decorations for my house as well. Okay. I'm feeling much better now. Much better now. We are a wee bit on the tired side. It's midday. I think we can make it back down there today. Or should we stay here a wee bit longer? You know what? We're just gonna head down to the maintenance yard. We're just gonna do it. We're just doing it. Let's get a little bit of food in our belly. Think with the Sims, I'm standing with those opposed to EA selling it off to the Saudi people, of course, to Jared. Yeah, I've never played the Sims, so for me, I don't have anything. I don't have any real opinion about it one way or the other. Yeah, stuff that can teleport like 2 meters into the floor, exactly. So, Neil, there was a table down in the maintenance yard that keeps, like, just dipping into the floor when you leave the maintenance yard and come back in. More or less okay today. Hope all is well is going for you and yours. Yeah, hey, my mom's doing good. Family's doing well. I don't have to work till Friday. Yay. I like that quite a bit. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. I don't have to work till Saturday, I mean. Not Friday. Saturday. Saturday. I don't have to work till Saturday. Which is nice. Very nice. It's very nice. Like the sinking shelves? Yeah, like the sinking shelves, exactly. What do I work at Amazon. I work in the warehouse. It's just a 4-day-a-week job, 4 or 10-hour days, you know. But it pays the bills. And I don't really need much. I'm a very I wouldn't say frugal. I live a very simple life. I don't live a very expensive life. I don't go do things and spend lots of money and stuff like that. Although I'm going to the game convention later this month. That's going to be fun. My son and I are going to the board game convention here in Portland. So that's going to be a blast. It's a 4-day convention. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Luckily, I get Thursday and Friday off already, and Saturday I already scheduled off, and then Sunday I don't have to work till 6 in the evening, and the convention will be over by then. So all I really do is take 1 day off for the whole convention, which is awesome. And I already am using PTO on it, so I'll get paid for it anyway. So fabulous! I saved my PTO up. Now, the nice thing about this path here is there's a lot of birch and maple that can spawn along the way here. Plus, we did get a key at the hunting lodge that opens up a box that's down here as well. Unless I'm crazy, just 1 day off in between now and then. Yes, between now and then, that is just 1 more day off. I have today off. I had yesterday off. I have today off. Let's see, what is today? Today's Thursday. So, yeah, I had yesterday off. I got today off. I got tomorrow off, so... Do they treat you well? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they treat... let's just put it this way, Evan Bear. I've worked for a lot worse companies. They have really good benefits. They are very easy on schedules and stuff. If you need time off for something, they'll work with you on it. You have multiple forms of PTO and UPT, unpaid time off and paid time off, that you can utilize to get in and out of days that you want to work. You can even apply to swap a shift with somebody. Yeah, it's a game. I've been going to it, Ruth Ann, for probably... Oh shoot, that's a wolf. That's a wolf right there. I've been going to this game convention for multiple years. I mean, of course, during COVID it didn't happen, but yeah, I've been going to this game convention for a long time. Some of my gaming buddies, I've been gaming with them since 94, 95. So yeah, about 30 years. So Yeah, some of the guys that I go to this game convention with, I've been gaming with for like 30 years. And we play all sorts of board games. I didn't go to board game night last night because I was wanting to stream. But yeah. Hey, don't know what I'm doing. I hope you have a great night. Get some good sleep, my friend. Yeah, I mean, it's a good place to work. I like I said, I've worked for a lot of companies in my life, and I've mainly done pretty menial jobs. I mean, I've never had a really, I've never been a high position type of person or anything. I've worked for mainly stores, retail, and stuff like that. And I've worked for good ones. I've worked for bad ones. But that's just my life. And Amazon's not a bad one. I mean, it is a little hard on my body now that I'm going to be 56 this year. It's called GameStorm. You can find it under GameStorm.org. GameStorm, all one word, .org. It's a 4-day convention. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday convention. Friday and Saturday are the big days because those are the days they have lots of games going on, and it goes on 24 hours a day. It's at the hotel. There's no break in games. You could literally play from the time it opens on Thursday at 2 to the time it closes on Sunday at 2 if you really wanted to. I've always been a very simple person, and that may just be a sign of low intelligence that I've never strived to be great at stuff. But I just like my life. I like simplicity. I'm a very weird person. I have a lot of idiosyncrasies. I'm a very difficult person to deal with and be around for any amount of time. Just ask my exes. I'm a very difficult person to be around for any amount of time. So for me, retail has always worked out good. So, and the last company I worked for was a small chain of tobacco stores that were just owned by one guy, and I worked my way up to basically being the person who ordered everything, stocked everything. Basically I did all the deliveries, the receiving, the ordering, and all that sort of stuff. So I'd be, doing all that, doing the books, doing the payroll. So, I got pretty high in that company, but then he sold the company, and, I didn't want to go back to being just a cashier again. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a year off, stream, do some YouTube, do some Uber and Lyft, and see where it stands after that. And I took a year off, and then I was like, well, I'm not making enough money doing the YouTube and Twitch thing, and I'm not super savvy on the whole internet thing. So I figured I'd do what I can, and I still have fun doing it, but I'll just go get a regular job again. So I usually don't like going into managerial positions, but I usually find myself in them one way or the other. And then I usually find myself fighting to get out of them for a while. This time I was like, I'm going into Amazon with no expectations of ever doing anything beyond just the basic stuff. I don't want to ever be like a higher up in that company. I just want to do my basic stuff. I just got what's called a blue badge, where I'm like an official employee of the company now. Now there should be a chest right up in here somewhere. Is it here or is it down further? Maybe down further. So now I'm like an official employee of the company. I'm not like a temporary or a seasonal employee any longer. And so I get some better benefits and stuff like that. Oh wow, he saw me from that far away. Really? Really, bro? And I missed him because he turned right at the end. See how he did that little Jimmy jive there? Get off me, you bastard! He ruined some of my clothing, I can guarantee that. Yeah, he knocked my gloves, my boots, my hats. Yeah, little bastard. Yeah, why don't you go off and die somewhere, buddy? Little jerk. Being happy with a simple life is a sign you're intelligent, clever enough not to run yourself into the ground. Oh, see, I did that for a long time, though, Neil. I mean, I did that in my younger days. So, in my younger days, I was very much about keeping up with the Joneses. I learned it's not all it's cracked up to be, though.
Starting to weigh
Or
me
10-hour
down.
days is nice, though, having 3 days off. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, I think I went past the box. Yeah, I went past the box, boys and girls. Let's drop some sticks here. Go back and see if we can find this box. It sometimes it does not, like, come into the... Well, you know, the streaming, Kenneth, is very saturated. There's a lot, I mean, and it only became more saturated, and also COVID was kind of peak time for streaming because everybody was stuck at home with nothing to do. So there was a lot more viewers. But streaming is very saturated with a lot of different people doing different things. And so for most people, you know, they don't really make a lot streaming. Oh, is it back? No, it's not back here. Because it's hard, you know, there's just such a dispersal of viewership that goes around. It's right here. There we go. Beautiful. Three cured birch. That's awesome. Yeah. So, you know, it's one of those things where it didn't surprise me a whole lot. I was like, hey, I'll give it a try. I'll see what happens. But I just wasn't happy doing it. I wasn't keeping up. I wasn't keeping up with what I needed to keep up with. I was falling behind. So I was like, I'm gonna do something else. Spent ages looking for the box. Yeah, that box there is kind of hidden back there a little bit. I walked right by it. I walked right by it myself. But hey, you know, I had fun with it for a while, so it gave me a good year off of being like employed in that way, which I really like. So, and if I want to retire at 62, I only got what, 6 more years to go.
This gear's starting to slow me down. Even
though I'll receive less money from the government overall. Oh boy. We can only watch one stream at a time. Yep, exactly. So, there you go. Yeah, you know, the thing is, Evan Bear. Okay, he died. I do have my niche. I usually play mostly survival games. I do play some other stuff as well. But right now, we're mainly playing Long Dark. We got the 7 days. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a little bit. We got our 7 Days to Die going. We got a Star Rupture that I've been playing lately. On Sundays we were doing Subnautica, but we finished that again. When Subnautica 2 comes out, we'll be doing that. But we're doing a little bit of Escape the Pacific. Yeah, plus the shadow banning didn't help either. There was a point right there. It's like right when I started in 2023, right when I started going full-time streaming, I was playing a little bit of a game called LA Noire, which a lot of people were enjoying me playing, and I was uploading those videos to YouTube. Little did I know that game is a little risque, and it basically got me shadow banned on YouTube. People just were not getting recommended my channel. Basically, the only people seeing my stuff were people who were subscribed to my channel already. So I was getting no new. I could see it in my algorithm. The number of new people, new impressions and stuff was just like zero. It was like infinitesimal. It just went like off a cliff. And so I put all the LA Noire stuff behind the paywall of membership, and that seemed to take care of it. I find there was a stream actually. I got on the phone, or I got into a messaging thing with probably was a bot at YouTube, asking him, why am I being shadow banned? I know what my growth is. My growth is not huge, but I do grow at a certain rate over time. And this for like an entire month and a half, I had zero growth. None whatsoever. I was losing subscribers and gaining subscribers at the exact same amount. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And funny, right after I talked to him and put him behind the paywall, they suddenly unshadow banned me and my channel started to grow again. But unfortunately, that month and a half, 2 months, it put me out of the algorithm for a lot of people. So it kind of sucked. But now that we've been able to start streaming on YouTube, it's been going really good. I've been really pleased with the streaming on YouTube. Just because I can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, which is kind of nice. Yeah, let's get inside here. Oh, let's grab some food first. Let's get a little meat in our belly. I think we need to go out and fish before we do. Well, okay, we need to do several things. I need to get some more fir and cedar, so we need to go cut some cedar and fir down. Yeah, well, I wish they would too. I wish Evan Bear. The only thing I wish is when something like that happens, I wish they would just alert you. Hey, by the way, you have these videos that are not really for all audiences. So if you continue to upload them or you want them on your channel, that's fine. But just know that you are not going to be receiving as much promotion from YouTube. You're going to be the algorithm is going to go against you. And at that point you could go, okay, I'll take them down, or I'll put them behind the paywall or whatever. Because even people who were subscribed to me at that point weren't getting. I'd get people coming into chat all the time going, hey, have you uploaded any videos lately? I had to go to your channel. What's going on? I had to go to your channel even to see that you had any videos available. I was like, what? What's going on? And then that's when I started investigating. I mean, I started figuring it out when I saw my growth rate just go to 0. And at first I thought, okay, it's January. Maybe people are, taking a break after the holidays. It's not as active or whatever. But yeah, then it went a whole month like that. I was like, what? So YouTube definitely does that. Overall, both platforms have problems. Twitch has a huge image problem just because Twitch lets certain streamers get away with certain. Twitch is very uneven-handed on its doling out of punishment on rules. They don't really dole it out very evenly. Certain people get like a little bit of a pass on certain things. Let's put it that way. Certain streamers get certain leeway. So they're very uneven-handed on handing out punishments. Whereas YouTube honestly is pretty even-handed. There is some things that kind of are a little frustrating with YouTube. YouTube is pretty even-handed on. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who be like, "Oh, YouTube's horrible. They punish people for doing things that they didn't do or whatever." But generally, overall, I've found YouTube to be pretty fair. The shadow banning thing is probably the most frustrating because I really would rather just have them come out and tell me, give me a message or give me a notification on a certain stream or a certain thing. Hey, this is not against our TOS, but just so you know, you're not going to get deplatformed, but you're going to get kind of pushed down in the algorithm because of it. And if they said that, it would just be a little more transparent. So I wish they would do that. But overall, YouTube, YouTube does not really push the live streaming very much because it does cost them for bandwidth and stuff to live stream. And I like YouTube's I like the way YouTube takes monetization better than Twitch, because Twitch's monetization to me is a little bit wonky as far as like they charge people up front for bits, where I would rather they just took the bits that we, whatever bits we make, I wish they just took it off the back end instead. So basically on YouTube, if you do a super chat on YouTube to support the streamer, YouTube takes 70% of it. So a $10 super chat, YouTube's going to take $3. They take 30%. The streamer gets 70%, but they take 30% off of it. So they get $3 of it. If you super chat $10, YouTube's getting $3. But on Twitch, if you want to cheer $10 worth of bits, you got to buy them up front. YouTube then charges you a premium on top of them. So now you're paying, instead of $10, you're paying like $14 or $15 to buy the bits to cheer $10 to your streamer, which I think discourages people from doing that more often than not. Now, of course, the more bits you buy, the better discount you get. But, you know, I think it discourages people from just doing smaller cheers and stuff, which is you know, I think that's kind of detrimental to streamers in some ways. No, 70%. The 70% is what the streamer gets. I misspoke there. But yeah, they take 70% of streamers' YouTube chats, as well as they take 70% of memberships. But then again, Twitch takes 50%. Twitch takes 50% of subscribers. You know, of the money we get from subscribers. So it's not like Twitch is not taking more. And they charge people up front for the I like that. We got lights in here. They charge people up front for the bits, and I wish they didn't. I wish they just took it off the back end. I did find my knife and hatchet. Yes, I did. I found the knife and the hatchet. I got them down here. Brought everything back down here. I put the lights down here as well. I had left them up. I had left them up there. That was on me. That was on me. That was my fault. All right, we need to get some rest. We're like dying because we don't have rest. But thank you, puppy dog lover. I appreciate you taking a look there. But yeah, I mean, but YouTube doesn't really push those a lot because they aren't really a streaming platform. They're more of a upload platform. They're a platform for pre-packaged, pre-made content in the most sense. I've never treated it like that, and I probably should have, but I'm too old and too lame to do that at this point.
So dry.
Mouth so dry. Hands are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. Hands are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. Let's get some food, baby. YouTube takes 70% or 30%. Sorry, the YouTube takes 30% of everything. It takes 30% of memberships. It takes 30% of super chats. Which 30%? I mean, I understand they got a platform they need to maintain. I mean, I get it. You know, they share ad revenue with us and stuff, so I don't really hold it against them. I mean, you know, they got to make their money too. I mean, without them, I wouldn't have anywhere to stream at all. So, but yeah, Twitch, the way Twitch monetizes is kind of weird. I mean, and I have actually, at this point, I've turned all ads off on my channel. I am not getting any well, I should not say that. I get ad revenue for pre-roll ads, which I have no control over. But, like, yeah, I turned off pretty much all ad revenue for my channel. Other than the pre-roll ads, which, like I said, I have no control over pre-rolls. Any ad you see on my channel on Twitch, I have no control over. But, like, ads this month, yeah, I make like $10 a month on ads. And that's pretty much just pre-rolls, which I absolutely hate. Now, I could get rid of pre-rolls. I could get rid of pre-rolls, but that requires me to run 3 minutes of ads an hour in my channel. And that's ads that go out to everybody unless they're subscribed to the channel. So I have to run basically a minute of ads every 20 minutes so that pre-roll ads don't happen. And pre-roll ads are the biggest detriment to getting new people to come into your channel. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. I wish there was. Cured guts are great. Let's see.
Do I have any of this gear?
Shut your dirty mouth. I don't need that. I need the cured gut. All right, that's enough. Put that back over it. There we go. Okay, I got some hides and guts to repair my stuff now. So we'll do that in the morning. It's not morning yet, though. So yeah, I mean, ad revenue on I just don't like the way Twitch does ads. And I know they need to do ads because they need to make their money. But the way they do ads is just very frustrating because it basically just interrupts the stream. At least when you're watching something back on YouTube and you get an ad. It may frustrate you to get an ad. I just get up and go get a snack. I grew up in the 80s, boys and girls. We had nothing but ads. We had no choice. Ads were part of our lifestyle. Ads were something that we just lived with and we couldn't do anything about, and we didn't care. We just go out and do something else while the ads were running. But you know, on YouTube, at least when the video comes back, it just picks up where it left off. On Twitch, when your ad gets done, you come back into the stream not knowing what's going on because you can't rewind a live stream. And that's one thing about YouTube as well is that you can rewind and fast forward live streams, which is pretty dang cool. I think that's pretty neat. But you can't do that on Twitch. You know, back in my day, we didn't have to worry about that stuff so much. What am I missing for my damn pancakes? I want to make some. I don't have any water. I'm thirsty. I need water. I'm gonna put some moose meat in here. I like YouTube for that because my premium subscription. Yeah, see, and I have the premium subscription as well on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, so I took the premium subscription, and I get paid. I get paid some premium ads every once in a while. I get ad revenue from the premiums. So I mean, it's not a bad deal for anybody. YouTube's like 90% VODs. Yeah, and a lot of them now shorts, which are the most profitable for them. Yeah, I absolutely hate shorts. Shorts are so annoying. It's basically TikTok, and it just annoys me after a while. I don't like TikTok either, so sue me. I think TikTok is the worst thing that's happened to human civilization in the last 100 years. Pepperidge Farms remembers when the main characters did not die during the ads. But yeah, I mean, the ads on Twitch, they should have done something different with them. I think they kind of screwed up on Twitch. They should have done more ads, but done them in a way that didn't intrude on streams. Like made little banner ads at the bottom, or made an ad over on the side. Or, you know, scrunch the stream down and have an ad run with no volume or anything, just a visual ad that runs by the stream that people can see, but, you know, it doesn't interrupt the stream. Because when you interrupt the live stream, it basically just turns people off. Shorts are worse than TikTok because at least when you look up something on TikTok, you won't suddenly get bombarded by AI Christian Jesus Bible verse shorts. Well, and there's a lot of other stuff you get bombarded by. Social media is generally the worst thing. See, the thing is, I disagree. I think social media, it's a tool like anything else. It's a tool like anything else. And I think a lot of people abuse it. It can also become very addictive, like gambling or drinking or anything like that. I think social media has broadened our ability to connect with people across the world, which I think is pretty dang awesome. I can sit here and talk to people in France, Sweden, the UK, Turkey, Russia. I've had people from all over the world come into my stream, and it's pretty dang cool. It's pretty dang cool that people from all over the world can kind of connect with each other. Now, there is a dark side to it as well. But then there's a dark side to everything. And it's what you allow into your world. And I think people just need to be a lot smarter about how they use the internet. You know, personally, I don't trust anything I see on the internet. until I verified from multiple sources that it's probably real. Especially now with AI, but even before AI, I didn't trust a lot of stuff on the internet because it just looked very sus. But even now with, especially now with AI, it's even more sus than it was before. I have a rare genetic disorder. Social media connects me with others dealing with the same issue. Yeah, for me, Evan, it really hit home how great the internet was, where back when I was playing EverQuest, and I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it to you because you've not ever heard it probably. Back when I was playing EverQuest, which is pretty much all I played between 1999 and 2014. That's like the only game I played, with very, very little exception, was EverQuest. And the guild I was in, there was a gentleman there. This was before voice chat was even available. There was no voice chat in the game. You typed everything out. You didn't talk with people. You just typed stuff out because there was no voice chat. There was a guy in the guild, Wolverine. He was a ranger, and I grouped with him a lot. He was a great ranger, a good guy, and he was usually putting in. And when we raided, he was usually in my group. He was usually our DPS in our group. And I would have a minor healing role on him because I was a necromancer. Necromancers in EverQuest, their main job is feed healers. Feed healers mana. That's all you do. Feed them mana so they can heal. But I'd heal my own group every once in a while. Give them a little dead man floating. Give them a little stuff. I'd give them a few buffs. Before the raid and stuff. But Wolverine was always usually in my group, and he was usually a pretty big chatter. He'd be typing away in the chat, joking about stuff and having fun. And then one night he was just really quiet. I just, I whispered him and I said, "Hey man, is everything okay? What's going on? You're just really quiet tonight." And he's like, "Oh, no big deal. I'm just kind of taking it easy." Found out a couple days later that he died. He had cancer for about a year. His wife actually got on channel, said how much, she appreciated the time that he got to spend with us. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, damn, that's pretty big. That just like connected him, because he, like you, he had nobody else he could really connect with. He was bedridden for like the last couple years of his life. Cancer was just slowly but surely taking him, and fuck cancer. I don't usually cuss on stream, but yeah, cancer sucks. My dad died of cancer. And that was something that he really looked forward to. It's one of the few things he enjoyed in the world, was actually getting online and chilling out with us on stream, chilling out with us in game. And there was no streaming back then. I mean, we were just all dinking around having fun. But his wife had got on and she talked to us and said how much she appreciated us, welcoming him into the guild. He never really talked about having cancer or anything. It was just something he always was dealing with, but he never really talked about it. And, that last raid he was on with us was, like, really important for him to be there. And it was just weird hearing her talk about it, because the way she talked about it, again, we were in chat, so it's not like we could actually talk. But the way she described it is that he just really looked forward to it all the time. It was the one thing that he really was looking forward to doing in the evenings, is just having time with us. And it gave him an escape from the world that he couldn't get otherwise. Because, pretty much his entire life was just being ravaged by cancer. And it gave him that escape, and it gave him an ability to be something more than he was in real life, which was just dang cool. And I literally bawled like a baby because I lost a friend. Somebody who I had never even freaking met. It was weird. It was my first real experience with how the internet basically changed our world. Because before then, it was just like getting online, playing with friends. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's kind of fun, Did a little Halo online. Messed around with that a little bit. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same at all. I'm going to throw one more stick on there. That should give us enough fire. Only thing worse than cancer is Alzheimer's. Yeah, Alzheimer's is a horrible disease. Unless, of course, you have Alzheimer's and cancer, then you're just royally effed. All right. It was sad, you know. It was one of those things where it still gets me choked up today just thinking about it. Because it brings it all back. The memories all kind of come back, and it still gets me even today. All right, we're pretty well set up there. We got the entire upper area there taken care of. I'm gonna drop this meat in here, I think. And we do have a nice plate of Lily's pancakes ready to go. That's for breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, baby. One thing we gotta do is straighten our meat. But I'm glad for you, Evan Bear, that you can actually get online and, you know, enjoy some time on YouTube and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, oh man, it's so sad. I mean, it's so sad to see Bruce Willis where he is today. It's just crazy. I mean, it's awesome that he has an amazing family around him that, you know, that takes care of him and stuff, but it's very sad to see. It is very sad to see. It's you know, it's just like seeing Michael J. Fox, you know, but, you know, and those are people that we all recognize. But you got to remember, for every one of them, there's thousands of people out there silently dealing with it that don't have that kind of group around them. So
I'm not sure I can.
Yeah, it was really, and that was really, I think Evan Bear, that's really what his wife was trying to express, is that she appreciated that, you know, without us, you know, we didn't know anything about his situation. At least I didn't. Maybe somebody else in the guild knew, but I didn't know anything about his situation. But to me, he was just another dude online playing EverQuest with me. We'd group up, we'd go take out some mobs. We'd go on a raid every once in a while. We'd joke around. We'd be crass. We'd be you know, we'd be a little on the flippin' side. You know, it was just one of those things where, you know, he was just another guy on the internet. I think that's what he really appreciated about it, is that while he was playing the game, he wasn't somebody who was fighting cancer. He wasn't somebody who was dealing with a deadly disease and not able to get out and enjoy life or anything. That just kind of faded into the background for him when he was online playing EverQuest with us. It helped him get away from the real world. And you know, people always say, "Oh, well, it's horrible to get away from the real world." Well, you know what? Until you've had cancer, shut up. You know, until you've had something like that, you're probably going to want to get away from the real world. It's not always a bad thing to get away from the real world. Getting away from the real world can sometimes be a good thing too. And that's the thing. You know, he never mentioned it. I think that was very on purpose. He didn't want us to treat him any different. He didn't want to be treated as a guy who had cancer. He just wanted to be another guy. He just wanted to be another guy playing the game. And in the end, did it matter? No, not at all. It didn't matter at all. And to be honest, we probably would have treated him. We probably would have treated him different. And that's not saying anything bad about us, but you do that when people have an illness or something. Inadvertently, unconsciously, you usually approach them a little differently. That's just how it is. I mean, I know that was how it was with my dad. You know, we never once he had cancer, we never really treated him the same way. I think in some ways my brother and I treated him better, because we were always kind of dismissive of him before that, which I still look back on and feel really bad about. But you know, we didn't really treat him did treat him differently afterwards, but we were trying to make more time for him and stuff too. So that's how we mainly treated him differently, is we were trying to make time for him. We were going on cruises with him. We were trying to have fun with him, play lots of games with him and stuff like that. So we were treating him differently in that way. But it was a good way of treating him differently. But you do treat people differently when you know they have something going on like that. So
my energy is just disappearing.
well, the world has always sucked. I mean, you know, Wesley said it best. You know, life is pain. Anyone who tells you differently is selling something. I mean, life kind of sucks overall. You got to find those happy moments in your life, because life in general kind of sucks most of the time. Cousin died in December, and at the end, he didn't even know. In the end, he didn't even know his children and his wife. They were total strangers to him. Yeah. Lost 2 brothers last year. One to cancer. The other was early onset dementia. Both were younger than me. That's why oh, man. I'm so sorry, Janet. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Everything, you know, the world sucks in general. I mean, you look back on the last couple hundred years. I mean, you look back on the last 2,000 years. There's been crap going on all the time. We are not unique in our assessment of how sucky the world is. The world has sucked for a lot longer than any of us have been around. And you just got to find your own happiness in it. I try not to worry myself too much about a lot of bigger issues, because honestly, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. I can do small things about it. I can make the life of my friends, my family, my immediate people that I care about. I can make the lives of them better. But I can't. I'm not in a position to solve the world's problems, and I probably never will be. Probably never will be. That's just the way it's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? It's the way the cookie crumbles. The veneer of civilization is much thinner than we think. Oh yeah, the civilization. If we lost certain infrastructure, civilization would break down within weeks. If we especially here. Now, in a lot of places in the world, it wouldn't change a whole lot. You know, you look at a lot of places that aren't as modernized as we are. The biggest problem we have is we're over modernized. If we lost our water, power, sewer, electricity, our police, fire, all the things that we sort of just take for granted, all of our phones, communication, if we lost all of that tomorrow, civilization as we know it would collapse within days, within weeks, if not days. There would be millions dead within the first few days. Not only because of all the people who are in hospitals and needing medical care, but people who live down. I mean, look at the entire southwest of the United States. The southwest alone of the United States, nobody lived there up until 50, 60 years ago for the most part, because they didn't have air conditioning. The place is a freaking desert. You don't live in a desert. It's like Sam Kinison used to say, you know, instead of taking food to those people, why don't we take them U-Haul vans and go, you know what? This is sand. Nothing's ever grown here. You know what it's going to be in 100 years? Sand, and nothing's going to grow in it. Move them to where the food is. Sam Kinison was a genius. He was awesome. If you've never seen Sam Kinison do any shows, you better do it. It's great stuff. But yeah, I mean, civilization it hangs on a razor's wire. That's for sure. Civilization as we know it, very much hangs on a very thin thread. And honestly, civilization in general, civilization is an agreement of everybody to behave. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's no getting around that. It's an agreement on we're not gonna go kill each other. We're not gonna take each other out. We just have this gentleman's agreement that we're gonna you know do things a certain way. And if it falls apart, if that agreement falls apart, we become savages again. We just do. And we don't want that. That would be bad. That would be bad. We all have an expiration date on this earth. Gosh darn it, Dr. Shanks. I'm going to be the first person to live forever. I'm going to wait for nano. I'm hoping that by the time I get to be, 20, 30 years down the road, we're going to have nanotechnology that's going to replace my organs and make it so I can live to be like 350. That's my goal. That's my goal. I'm gonna be the first 200-year-old. I'm hanging on till the final breath, man. Hey, Hallie Plays, how you doing? I'm waiting for that nanotech, man. I'm waiting for it, baby. Oh, I was gonna eat that. I was gonna eat that in the morning. Oh man, I was gonna eat that, and I didn't get a chance to. How much water did I got on me? Oh, I only got a little bit. Let's grab some water. Yum yum. Yeah, you know, and I find a lot of joy in doing certain things. You know, I find joy in you know, spending time with family. I find joy in streaming, of course. I find joy in playing my games. But like I said, you know, I live a very simple life. I don't do extravagant things. My family and I are going on a cruise in August. My brother, his wife, my brother's stepdaughter, my son, my nephew, my other nephew and his girlfriend, my brother's wife's brother and his wife are going on the cruise with us. So it's going to be like a whole bunch of us going on the cruise together. And we're going up to Alaska. And that's going to be fun. You know, we're going to have a good time. I need to get cedar and fir. That's what I need to do today. Cedar and fir. Cedar and fir. You know, World War III has been predicted since 1946, right after World War II got done. So far, I haven't seen World War III happening. There's been a lot of wars, but there's not been a World War III yet. I mean, they sort of said that when Vietnam happened. They said that when Desert Storm 1 happened, Desert Storm 2. It always seems to be around the corner. I think we probably won't know when it actually happens. I think we'll just all be gone. It's just gonna end us. We're just gonna be gone. Am I gonna play the long dark there? I'm not gonna play the long dark on the cruise now. Going to Ed Sheeran in August with family, maybe Cabo in January to look forward to. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Yeah, the Alaska trip should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, I'm looking for some fir and I'm looking for some cedar. I see some cedar and I don't see any fir, but I see some cedar. We need the cedar first. Not really so much Judgment Day. I just think World War III will come and we won't know it's here because it's going to happen very swiftly, very fast, and it's going to be very devastating. And those that are left after it are probably not going to be that happy. Probably not going to be too happy about it. What is it they say? In a nuclear war, the lucky ones are taken out quick.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
It'll be fun. We're gonna have a good time. There's a fur. I need. Oh, there's a twofer. It's a twofer, baby. We needed a twofer. It's getting a little colder, but that's our third limb. Okay, we get this one too. We're probably gonna get cold on this one. That's okay. All right, there we go. We got all the wood we need, I think. All the wood we need. The living will envy the dead. Yes.
It's cold.
Oh, am I gonna play Long Dark in real life up in Alaska? No. I'm not. I will not be playing Long Dark in real life up in Alaska.
So cold.
I mean, we've killed most of the wolves around here, so there's not a whole lot left to spawn. We killed 3 right in front of the maintenance yard. Hinterland does not condone the wanton destruction of animals. I think nuclear war. I think if there's anything ever nuclear, it's not going to be from a government. I think I think anything nuclear is going to come from a. I think it's going to come from a third party that has like no stake, that doesn't care. Because I just don't see it happening in a situation where, you know, because countries just have too much to lose in general. You know, most countries, whether they're your enemy or not, you know, whether you're talking about China, Russia, America, Israel, you know, any of the countries that have nuclear capability have too much to lose. There's the loss of what you will lose outweighs what you'll gain by it. Now, the most scary people in that situation are the people who have nothing to lose. The ones that have nothing to lose are the problem. How long would he actually be docking in Alaska? I don't know. I'd have to look at the itinerary. First grade duck and cover drills. Oh yeah, we had those too. Pretty damn goofy, huh? I'm not sure how long we'll be docking there. I know we'll be docking there for a while. I'm gonna eat my Lily's pancakes now. My elegant Lily's pancakes. They got moderate amount of vitamin C in them, so we'll get some vitamin C from it too. I did get a headache from them, but that's okay. I'm used to headaches. I have an ex-wife. See what I did there? See what I did?
Feels like a lot of gear.
I know it feels like a lot of gear, but that's okay. We're gonna grab a couple more meats. I just think that, oh Jesus criminy, Dubes with 5,000 bits. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 5,000 bits there, man. I appreciate that very much. Holy crap. Thank you, man. You're very kind. You're very kind. Be kind and rewind though. Be kind and rewind there. Do rewind, my friend. Have you been exiled to Alaska? What did you do? Taxman after you? Witness protection? No. My family and I are going on a cruise to Alaska at the end of beginning of August. I think from like the 7th to like the 14th or something like that. It's gonna be fun. Are you gonna read a book and ignore everyone on the cruise? Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna a book. I'm gonna take like 5 books with me. I always take books on my. And no, I'm not gonna live out my long dark fantasy. I always take like 5 books with me on a cruise. There's nothing better than a day at sea, out on deck, reading a book and smoking a cigar. And yes, I will smoke some cigars on the cruise. I don't smoke cigars unless I go on a cruise. But I will smoke a few cigars on the cruise.
I can barely walk with this much
I
gear.
know, you can just shush it, buddy. My bucket list is Alaska, Hawaii, Cayman Islands. Probably won't get to any of them, but nice thought. Well, I've taken a lot of cruises to Mexico, both east and west Mexico. Taken a couple cruises to Caribbean islands. Those were fun. I like the Mexico cruises a little bit better, to be honest. The Caribbean island cruise was okay, but I like the Mexican cruises a little bit better. The Eastern Mexico cruise is kind of fun because you get to see the Aztec temples and stuff like that. I think that's the Aztec. It's the big, you know, pyramids over there. The Western Mexico cruise is fun because the water's always nice and warm. The weather's pretty decent most of the time. The water's really nice and blue. There's lots of stuff you can do off ship. You can either just walk off ship into town, or you can go on a organized excursion, which I highly recommend doing because they're usually way better. And you don't, and even though you are still accosted by a lot of people selling you tchotchkes, it's not as much. Now, you will find in Mexico, when you go to Mexico, my brother and I have this theory. There's a tchotchke shop somewhere in Mexico, or a tchotchke factory in Mexico somewhere that makes all these tchotchkes that look like they're handmade. Because you basically, once you hit about enough ports, once you get to about 20, 30 ports over multiple cruises, you tend to see the same crap at every single port. None of it is unique. None of it is unique at all. It all is the same. So, you know, buy carefully, but, you know, it's the authentic Mexican tchotchkes are not very unique at all. You know, the little dolls or the little carved animals or whatever. They look like they're handmade, but they aren't. They're there in mass form. I can craft. I think I need to be at a workbench, don't I? No, I can make a furniture workbench right on myself for 4 hours. Yes. Yes! Yes! Let's do it. Furniture workbench coming up. All right, let's get the furniture workbench made. Oh, I need to drink my water. Yes, the Mayan stuff. I really like that. My dad really liked that, the cruise on the eastern side, because you get to see more of the temples and stuff like that. Over there, the ruins and stuff.
Leave some of this gear behind.
He really liked those a lot. Okay. I want to put this down in here, but I don't think I can. And I can't move. Okay, so what we're gonna do, gonna take Mr. Desk, put Mr. Desk out here in the Mr. Hallway. Hey, Mr. Desk, you can stay out here in Mr. Hallway for a while. Good God. One of the few things left on my bucket list is fishing for halibut in Alaska. Not sure if I got the stamina left to land the big one. That would be wild. Let's destroy that. Takes a minute. And then let's go ahead and put down our bench here. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's pick up our fur. Get some water in our belly. Let's grab some more water. I've been to the Bahamas several times. That's fun. The last time we went was just me and my granddaughter, and she got to swim with the dolphins. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. But I want to make a meat curing box. Look at that. We can make a meat curing box. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm going to run out of water, ain't I? Okay, I need to drink. I forgot to drink my water. But yeah, Mexico's really fun. Mexico's really, really fun. I enjoy going down there. So I actually at one point did so many cruises to Mexico that one cruise I didn't even get off at any of the ports. I was just like, I'm good on the boat. I'm just gonna stay on the boat. Don't worry about me. Oh, I didn't want to drop that. I want to put it down. Oh, let's just put it right under a shelf. There we go. Is that the front or the back? I think that's the back, because I think that's the hinges. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beauty. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a work of art right there. That is a thing of beauty. Put these tinder plugs in here. All right. Now, we'll go out and grab some meat. We'll put it in there. I know using moose meat in it is not the best use, but hey, I don't care. I don't care.
Some gear.
But yeah, it's kind of funny because I uploaded a video to YouTube and they put it as a short, I guess, because it wasn't very long. Got almost 2,500 views. That's awesome. I've been to all kind of places, but never the Americas. And now since my health worsened, I can't go anymore. I have to bring so many meds and medical supplies, but one can dream. Yeah, see, that, and one thing a lot of people don't understand about America, and a lot of Americans, we don't travel outside of the country very much. It's not because we hate everybody else's countries or anything, but you have to understand, America has 50 states. One state in America is the size of most European countries. We go to other states. There's so many things to see in America itself. I mean, there's so many places just to travel here in Oregon. I mean, we got Crater Lake, we got the beach, we got the mountains to ski in. We got so much stuff just here in Oregon that we don't need to travel outside of the area to really do a lot of things. Most places where you go on when you go on holiday, you're traveling to other countries to get on holiday. So we can fit 4 more pieces in there. One good thing about being retired military is I can use recreation facilities at Stewart, Arkansas. They have everything set up to do stuff like halibut fishing, river fishing, set up to freeze, and ship any fish you catch. That's awesome. That's cool, Erica.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, Alaska. Stewart, Alaska. AK is Alaska. I'm sorry. I thought it was Arkansas. Hey, Arkansas or Alaska, I'm sure you can fish in both. I'm sure you can fish in both places. Am I wrong? No. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I think you can fish in Arkansas as well. All right, there's 20 kilos of meat in there now. There we go, baby. There we go. Let's put the salt back in here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna lay the salt out. I'm gonna put the salt on the shelf. Because we put the oil on the skin or we get the hose again. Now we're just gonna put the salt up here. Wait, it's backwards. It's backwards. I'm not sure halibut wander the plains of Arkansas. Maybe they do. You never know. That's yeah, that's like going to New York. You got all kinds of stuff in New York City to go a little further. You can go to Niagara Falls. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's so many things. I've only been outside the UK twice. It's a small island. I still haven't visited many of its sites. I had to explain it to a European once. You can go anywhere, and I can be anywhere in the U.S., fly 5,000 miles, and land in the U.S. Yeah, I mean, the U.S. is huge, and I think that's the thing most people don't realize is really how big it is. Because like, you know, we can go to the Grand Canyon. We can go down to California and visit the redwoods. We go down there once a year, pretty much, down to the redwoods and spend around the 4th of July weekend down there. It's a lot of fun. You know, and so there's just lots of stuff. There's lots and lots of stuff to see here. Lots of stuff to see, lots of stuff to do. All right, well, we have accomplished a lot of our goals. A lot of our goals. That is amazing. We've got the workbench. We've got our meat curing box going. We've got hides down. We got a cured deer hide, cured wolf hide. The black bear hide is cured, but I'm going to leave it down there for right now. The maple is almost cured. So we can throw you and you in there. How is our clothing doing otherwise? Clothing's doing good otherwise. Can we get that back to 100? We can get that to 100%. The UK does have a lot of variety. But a lot of people, I think a lot of people, Neil, even in the UK, a lot of people, when they think of going on holiday, which is a vacation in the UK, when you go on holiday, they think, oh, we'll go to France for holiday, or we'll go to Switzerland for holiday. Or, you know, which going to France or Switzerland, it sounds like a big deal, but it's literally like, it takes you less time to get to France or Switzerland than it would for me to drive from where I am to get to Idaho, to get to another state in the United States. Unless it takes, how long does it take to get to Switzerland from where you're at? I'm just curious. I've never looked at it or plotted it out. Because literally, if I want to go to California or Idaho, it is an 8-hour trip. It's an 8-hour trip. 7 hours if I'm going south, 7.5. But about 8 hours if I'm going west to east. Have I gotten meat curing box below 2.5 kilos of salt? I have not, no. I've never got it before below 2.5. I have another 2 kilos here if I need it, though. Got another 2 kilos there. Wait a second. Did that... Hold up. Wait a second. Did that eat my... That ate my salt. It combined my canister of salt into that package. Because I had 0.03 left. It took 8 to make that. What? What? I can drive 4 hours at 70 miles an hour and still be in my state. Yeah, and West Virginia. Is that West Virginia isn't too very big compared to other states? When I visited England, people were complaining the 2.5-hour trip to Wales was so long. I drive 2 hours going to and from work. My commute's an hour long just to get to work. But in turn, France and Switzerland both have entirely different languages and cultures. If you're going from Idaho to California, you're still speaking English surrounded by your culture. Well, Northern California, maybe. Southern California, completely different culture than Idaho. Completely different culture than Idaho. Literally, state to state in the United States, cultures vary as widely as they do, and you can almost have different languages. You go from if you go down to a deep southern state, sometimes their southern drawl and their way of mannerism of speaking is so foreign that you can't understand some of the words they say. You go down to like New Orleans and talk to somebody who's like, Creole or something, and they will be talking in a language you barely understand, even though it's English. The dialects, you go into the Appalachians, or you go, up into northern Dakota or Minnesota, or those places, and they have their own, their own way of speaking English as well. It's very varied in the United States. You'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised how varied it is. Now, I think out here in Oregon, we pretty much speak pretty clean English. We don't really have. I know people say I have an accent because they're used to hearing English a certain way. But from what I understand, our English here in Oregon is pretty vanilla. It's kind of like the vanilla newscaster type English. We don't really have a strong Southern drawl, or we don't talk like this, which you can get in places. Beg to differ. Time travel back 20 years when I moved to California to North Carolina, 3,000 miles. To be honest, I had no idea. But a little over 1,000 miles will get you from one end of the UK to another. Better you than me, buddy. I thought 15 minutes to work was bad. I never minded a commute, though. I've never been that bad. They think that because you're an American, but I promise you our countries are far more different than your states. Oh, probably. I mean, country to country is very different. I mean, but then again, a lot of that, Evan, I would imagine goes back to. But I would point out that the South is very different from the North in America, and that goes back to a lot of that stems from past conflicts that areas have had between each other. A lot of the differences in the European areas are because you guys were at war for literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds in conflict, not just war, but a lot of conflict for hundreds and hundreds of years. And so there's animosity that's grown up. There's differences that have grown up. There's walls that have grown up. There's different cultures that have grown up because you kind of just like sequestered yourself and didn't want to deal with other people too sometimes. So, and that happens a little in America, but yeah, it's probably more pronounced over there. I would agree. It's more pronounced over there. Americans never think they have an accent. Do I have an accent? Do I? Do I have an accent? I'm just curious. Does chat? Do you think I have an accent? I don't know. I think I speak pretty newscaster English. The French part of Switzerland is very different from the German part of Switzerland, and we've not been at war for a while now. Yeah, Switzerland hasn't been at war. Switzerland is on my bucket list. Switzerland is a place I've always wanted to travel ever since I was like 12 years old. I doubt I'll ever make it there, but it is on my bucket list. It's a place I've always wanted to go to. It's always where I wanted to go to. I don't have an accent. I probably do. But I live in the same place as you. Normal American accent. Yeah, see, for the British, I have an American accent. It's called an American accent, so I have a Canadian accent. Exactly. I understand you, but you don't sound like you're from where I'm from. Not Southern or Minnesotan. Or particular countries of immigrants settled in the north versus the south of the U.S. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. I mean, where do you think, like, the whole Creole type thing comes from? That's because that was people who settled there. It was a whole culture that settled down there. I mean, the Midwest Plains, you have no accent. You could be here and would sound the same. Your accent is clearly American. It is clearly American. I am clearly American. I'm one of them dirty Americans. I'm one of them dirty Americans, I tell you. All right. Oh, hold on a second. Some new messages came across. Anyway, I'm going to wrap Long Dark up here, I think. We've done a lot. We've now spent how many days have we got in the zone? We've spent 19 days in that. We have what are we going to do for 30 days in this zone? What are we gonna do for 30 days here? That's the one thing about these small zones that's really rough is what do we do for 30 more days? I don't know. We'll have to come up with something. I guess we can explore. Yeah, we've only spent 19 days here. We've only spent 19 days here. This is like a 25-day zone max. Yeah, we've already spent 19 days here. The next 30 days are going to be very boring. I have a feeling. I wish you could get up there. Can you get up there? I don't think you can. Eat, hunt, and be merry. Exactly. Get our stuff repaired up. Make water. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, 30 more days in Broken Railroad. 30 more days in Broken Railroad. That's going to be pretty wild. It's going to be pretty wild. Yeah, we got 19 days in Broken Railroad right now. Now, we are not counting Transfer Pass as a zone. The only zones we have after this are Forsaken Airfield, Zone of Contamination, Sundered Pass. We are going to make a small variation to the rules after we get done with our Forsaken Airfield time. We're going to go from there. We're going to go back to Pleasant Valley, Hush River Valley, and Bleak Inlet. Finish the quest for the Signal Void, and then go back to Forsaken Airfield, complete it, and then go to Zone of Contamination and start the quest in there. That way we can do the quests as we're in the zones. That gives us something to do. So, I think I want to bring all the decorations back here. Look at that. We got Christmas lights. We got deer heads. We got posters. We got all sorts of good stuff. I'll find, believe me, Dr. Shanks, I'll find stuff to do. I will find things to do. Oh, believe me, things will be found. Things will be found to be done. So, anyway. Before Forsaken Airfield, like the Transfer Pass, that kind of thing. I could go into Transfer Pass before I go to Forsaken Airfield. That's true. I could do that. We could try that. We could try that out. Speaking of trying out something. Steam, there we go. So this is the game. This is the game I was talking about, boys and girls. Let's go into the store here. Retro Rewind. There's a demo out for it. I didn't even know the demo existed. That's kind of cool. I like it. I might try that demo. I might just keep streaming a little bit here. But anyway, the YouTube side has ended. I appreciate everybody on YouTube coming by. Thank you so much for coming here. If you want to watch me play a little Retro Rewind for like 30 minutes, stick around. Come over to Twitch. I'll be playing a little bit over here. I don't think I'll be doing it on the YouTube side. We'll just do it here on Twitch. I might start the YouTube stream back up, though. We'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for coming by, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow for more Long Dark. Actually, tomorrow we're not doing Long Dark, and we're not doing 7 Days a Night. Tomorrow we're doing our alternative games. We're doing Eugenics. We're going to do also also, we're going to play a little bit of Star Rupture. We might even try the Windrose demo. So we may do that. So I'm going to try Retro Rewind. And so YouTubers, come on back if you want to watch it. I'll see y'all later. Bye.